Hi, everybody. Dennis Prager with Fireside Chat 343 and the newest member of the Prager family who does not have a name yet. But you know Snoopy died, and we wanted to give Mr. Tubbs, our English Bulldog, a companion. And he is now here just a few days. He's, what is he? Is he 2 months? I think he's 2 months old, 2 or 3 months old. And he's a chocolate lab, and he's very sweet. So I just wanted you to meet him, and I'm going to let him go down now. I would love to have him the whole time, but I think he wants to walk around. So the question is, what should we name the little feller? So we had Snoopy. That was our Basset Hound, and we had the famous, world famous, and that's the truth, Otto, our English Bulldog, both at least 12 years, which is pretty good for a dog. At least certainly there are those breeds. And now we have Mr. Tubbs, the English Bulldog, and now this little guy, the Chocolate Lab. Names came pretty quickly to us, to my wife and me, for the previous dogs, but Mr. Tubbs, actually, we inherited. We liked the name. That's what the breeder gave, and we kept it. So I have a request. If you'd like to send in some suggestions, maybe we'll adopt one right now. As of literally an hour ago, my wife came up with a name. I was thinking Garfield, after James Garfield, a president that's not well known, but who was a great man. But he turns out to have been a cat, right? The famous Garfield cat. So that doesn't work. So we were thinking, and presidents came to mind, and my wife came up with the name Calvin, as in Calvin Coolidge, whom we both adore. I think he was a great president. And it's a great name, Calvin. So we don't know, but right now that's in first choice. The dog, in the meantime, is wanting to nibble on my hand because he's still teething. Want to remind you that the Fireside Chat is made possible thanks to Prager United. And we ask you to please join Prager United at PragerUnited.com. You get a whole host of benefits, by the way. So visit it and see if you would like to make this possible, because everything we do at PragerU is free, obviously including the Fireside Chat. That's PragerUnited.com. Thanks. So what I'm going to do today is go straight to your questions because I have a lot to say on a number of them, and periodically, rather than open up with something, I get a backlog in any event of questions, so I'm going to try to catch up today. All right, let's go to the video question. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Janice Morales. I'm a first lieutenant in the United States Army. I'm stationed at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. And I'm also mom to 2 small babies, 2 under 2. So my question to Dennis would be, what advice would you give millennial parents as we raise small children in today's climate? What's the number one piece of advice that you would encourage millennial parents to teach their small kids?
All right. I am really happy you asked that, to be honest. So I will give you more than one, if that's okay with you. I have so much to say about this. I could probably spend a half hour on it. Actually, I do have a whole hour plus lecture at pragerstore.com, which is my syndicator Salem Radio runs. I don't run it, but it's got very, very many of my lectures are downloadable. One is how to raise a good child, which is what I am concerned with. So that gives me one general piece of advice. So let me remind you at this point that to see the rest of the Fireside Chat, go to PragerU.com. I hate to make this announcement each week, but I have no choice because we have no idea when and if the big tech media will just block us. because that's what they do, tragically. So we'd like you to actually watch the Fireside Chat at PragerU.com each week. Just start there. The best way is with the PragerU app, which is easily obtained. But even if you don't have the app, start with PragerU. But some really good stuff coming up on the Fireside Chat. And that is, again, at PragerU.com. See you there in a moment.